I was wondering what type of pranks Jared and Jensen have played on you.
They tend not to, because I sue. Did you see what the moose did to my car? Yes! So I have a brand new white SUV, and I drove it up to Vancouver, and there's dirt on it. So he wrote, "Wash me, love Jared," in my brand new paint. Yeah. Yes. When he hits 5 years old, I'll sue him.
We know that Jensen and Jared are quite the pranksters. I want to know what the worst prank they ever played on you, and if you reciprocated, and how.
They don't play pranks on me.
Really?
Why? Look at me. I think one of the worst pranks that Jared ever played on me was not intended for me. It's just that he has issues. And so, right before one of the takes, we were in an enclosed set, and the room was very small. It's the one where I blow on the window and I, make the what do you call that thing?
Sickle?
The what, sickle? That ain't no sickle. So, the trident? Pitchfork, it's pitchfork! Right, it was during that scene, and in the film industry, they roll sound, they roll the camera, and then the director says action, and you start, doing your thing, but the camera's already rolling. And so they rolled sound and they rolled camera, they said action, and I'm, starting to do my spiel, and Jared farts. It was a silent, but very deadly fart. So I urge you to go back and look at that scene and see the expression on my face, which is caused by having to do that entire scene in a fart cloud. I have not repaid him back for that, by the way. I tried, during the times I was tormenting him, in between takes, but I still owe him one for that, I think.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
There was one time I was doing a very emotional scene, and one of them felt that he would help me by passing some gas in the scene, which definitely helped the tears come out more naturally. Yeah, it was very generous of him. That was pretty funny. Even considering I was trying to stay in get to a very deep and dark place. Yeah. Frank. Thank you.
Hi. So again, you've already touched on this slightly, but yes, we all know that Jared and Jensen are a bit of shenanigans, a bit crazy. No. My question is, have you been pranked on the set yet?
No, endlessly. Endlessly.
And do you have a favorite one that you can share with us?
I do. Okay, does anybody have like a little book of paper or something? Can I have those little pieces of plastic here? You down with that? Got it, okay. This is what they did in the scene where we went up to the house to talk to the woman about her little boy in the last episode, Plush. Hold this for a second. So you're me. These are my sides. You know what sides are? Like, I'm just like looking over them, like, just hold it very lightly. There you go. And then Jared is here, and Jensen is here. So this happened probably about 5 times. I'm looking over them really quickly. We're getting ready to do the scene, and all of a sudden, Jared just does this. And then Jensen does this. But they just kept doing it over and over, and they would laugh and laugh and laugh. And here's the trick, is that their shenanigans and their pranks are not what will crack you and make you corpse, but they were thank you. Sorry, did I hurt you? You're a star. And I ruined your plastic thing. It was worth it for the joke, right? That's not what will get you. What will get you is when when they say the joke, so the camera will be here looking to you, it'll be over Jared and Jensen's shoulders, and then Jared will say something dumb to make you laugh, and then he'll do this. That's what makes you laugh, is watching like Jared and Jensen trying to hold it. Jensen's better at like a straight face. Jared's the worst, man. Thank you.
Okay, wait. There was one scene that's not even very relevant. It was a scene with Jody like brings me in and I want to go fight with them. I'm like, I need to go too. And they're like, no, Claire, you're in trouble. You're staying home. I swear to you, I genuinely thought I was going to be asked to leave the set. I was laughing so much. Like I couldn't get through my dialogue. I had like 3 lines. But they just would not let me get through it. I'd be looking at, like, every time I'd make a mistake and I'd look at Jared and then he'd just be like crossing his eyes. I'm like, can you not? Just once, let me get through it, just one time. They give me one take. They're like, all right, this is your chance. I'm gonna give you this take and then that's it, you're going down. That's it, you're done. One take and then they just shoot you down. But, so that was one of my favorites. I love when they make me laugh. In this last episode, I was on the ground crying of laughter. I'd be crying in a scene for the scene, not because I was laughing, and Jensen would be tying my shoelaces together. He did that. So rude. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. I don't know if I can tell a Catherine Newton prank story. When Catherine Newton was on set for Ladies Drink for Free, anytime she'd speak, Jared and Jensen would go, and she'd go, stop it. They go, and then they'd repeat everything she said. So she'd say something, go, stop bullying me, stop copying me. So Jared and Jensen are really like about 4 and 5 respectively.
Yeah.
And it's the best fun ever.
But oh man, they make it fun on set, and it's one of the reasons the show's lasted for so freaking long. Yeah, we're really lucky. It's the best set to be on. I live in Vancouver where the show is shot. So I'm lucky because I get to go and visit set where my buddies are shooting. Because otherwise, everybody lives in Los Angeles. I don't see anybody except for the convention. So it's really fun to go visit set. But oh man, you're just like, this is a fun place to work. There's no other set in Vancouver. Or maybe anywhere, really.
It's quite oxymoronic to call it work, really, isn't it?
It's true. Yeah.
Thank you, though. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I actually did, does anyone remember the scene where Hannah greets Misha, or what's his name? Castiel, at the hotel, and he opens the door, and he's not fully clothed.
Yeah.
And on one take, I was just like, I have to, so. They open the door, and the camera's on me, and they open it, and I just look down, and I go, whoa. Whoa, and Misha's, he kind of tweaks for a second, because he was in character. He was all like, he was being really gracious and giving me stuff off camera, you know, he's supposed to be tired and half dead and all that, and he just goes, and then his line was, I'm sensing awkwardness. And he was like, I'm sensing eagerness. And he didn't make it into the bloopers, but the thing was, though, is like, you know, when you come in and you're not one of the main people, you just want to make sure you nail every take and you get everything done and you do it right and you get out. Right? You just don't want to get fired. And so for me to take a risk and just do that, but the thing was when I did it, it was silent. Nobody made a sound, and I was like, I am so tired. And then they cut and everyone laughed, but it's just like they're pros, and the guys are always doing bloopers, so they always roll on it, because it's, I mean, have you seen their blooper reels? Seriously, when I'm having a bad day, I pull up Supernatural blooper reels and I'm just like, oh, these guys. So that was my favorite. And my most terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. And then the director, he was like, yeah, Erica, and I was like, little smaller? Little smaller? He's like, yeah. He's like, okay, the reaction or... Yeah, so that's that.
No, I don't have one, honestly. I don't have one. Yeah, we don't, again, same with the thing, just trying to get it done right, sometimes they'll try to make you smile, but, for the most part, not blooper worthy. The one thing that I really did enjoy was, we did this Harlem Shake, and I was not working that day. I'm like, well, someone's gonna be in the sleeping bag, because there was always a sleeping bag, and so I drove out like an hour on my day off to show up, just to lie on the floor, and we didn't have a sleeping bag, so they had a body bag, so I went in the body bag.
Of course they did.
Yeah. And that was like, we had permission to have fun. But I totally agree with you.
It's so scary.
It's so scary to like take a chance. Even, I know, I'm just terrified.
Well, it was really sweet actually after I did it. I was totally shaking there. I had to do another take. And Brad, he was like, that was so funny. He's just sitting in the camera and he's like, that was so good. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired. He was like, oh, as if. He's like, you're part of the family now. And I was like, I'm part of the family. And then I got killed in the next episode. Not so much.
Hi, I was just wondering, has Jared and Jensen ever tried to prank you on set while you were there?
I've been asked that before, and they really didn't try to prank me. It took them a while before then, when they finally really got to know me, then the pranks started to happen. But when I was on set, no, they're very respectful. The only thing that ever happened on set was one time, I guess, is it Jared that has the dogs or had the dogs? And big, scary dogs. And he was going to lend me something, and he said, it's in my trailer. And I was like, oh, well, he's like, yeah, go on in. And they're all like, and I opened it up, and the dogs are like, and I was like, yeah. Jared was like, it's funny. So that was the closest thing to it. But no, it really, and then, we were work friends. And then through the conventions and just this whole family that's developed, now we're like, really, really good friends. And that's when it started. Most recent of which was he got into my phone. A few weeks ago, we were out for drinks, and we were joking because there were a group of us. It was like Misha, me, Jensen, Jared, Cliff, and we were joking, and Elena was there. We were joking that I was showing a picture, and it almost got to him, and I was like, give that back, and he was like, what? And I was like, no, I've heard stories, no. And then a couple drinks later, people are showing pictures, and sure enough, I let my phone go around the table again, and I looked, and I was like, give it back, and he had it for 20 seconds. In which he should have been looking at the picture. Now, I got it back. I was like, what'd you do? And he acted all like, no, I didn't have time, man. Like 20 seconds. And I was like, looked at it. I looked at pictures, and there were no pictures. Email, no. Texts were sent, no. All right. We go on. We have a lovely time. The night ends. I wake up the next morning, and Richard, who's directing his episode, he's in Vancouver. I think he was directing his episode. I don't know. He was gone. And he texted me. He was like, did Jared get your phone? And, I mean, the fear. You gotta understand, I'm a good person. I'm a nice guy. And these guys, their big joke on me is trying to make me look like an a-hole. The whole Rob hates Perth thing, so funny for Richard. That hurt me to the bone, because I don't hate things. And so, I go, what? What? He said, Twitter. I looked at my Twitter page, and it says, I hate Rob Benedict, I hate children. I mean, the thing that's respectable is how in literally 20 seconds, he got to my Twitter, and he wrote, I hate children, and sent it. It's remarkable. Because it's not like Twitter's on my main page. You got to go to that little folder, the file that it's under. God, he's good. He's damn good. So, fortunately, what's so great about you guys is people who saw that were like, Rob, did Jared get your phone? I immediately erased it, of course, but no one said Rob, you hate children? No one, so that was kind of good. No one bought it.
My question is, the boys are were pulling pranks on each other on set. Have you ever got them back, or have they ever pulled a prank on you?
We did a prank on Mark Shepherd this year, not the one online that you saw. There's a whole other prank he still doesn't know about, and we may never tell him. We did the thing with Misha's Winnebago, what are they called? You know, the dressing rooms that we stay in, the carts. They sound fancy, they're not. Where there were like 1,000 unused Misha Collins calendars, and I got them shipped up to Canada. I got a phone call from Customs and Excise wanting to charge me thousands of dollars tax. And I'm like, they're a gift. I said, do you watch Supernatural? And the girl watched Supernatural. I said, I play Rowena. This is for, we're doing a prank on Misha Collins and Mark Shepherd, in Mark Shepherd's trailer. So they accepted my story about being a gift, so I had to pay thousands of dollars. That's true. So we decorated. It's a run, you know, there's a running joke between Mark and Misha, and so we put all these calendars all over Mark's trailer, inside his toilet, inside the shower, on the ceiling, on the floor. Me and Elena, I got Elena Huffman along, and Misha joined in, and it's so much effort and so worth it. I just think of more. I just think of better ones.
So we're here in Mark Shepherd's trailer. So I used Mark's shower on Friday night because of reasons, and just as a thank you, I want to decorate his trailer with a couple of hundred Castile calendars.
Who doesn't want Cass all over their walls? I know you guys do.
Misha's going to be joining us to give us a hand later. We're going to put his face all over Mark's trailer. We'll post the before and after. So here, I hope we're allowed to show that. If not, I'll edit it. And really, the main bit I'm aiming for is the toilet. So when you lift the toilet seat, there's a picture. Bye. Love it. So progress report. We're going to paper the floor.
Paper the floor, the walls.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Just in case Mark cleans all this shit up, and then one day goes to heat up his food, like in 3 months.
Good. Hot stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I love my calendar boy.
Show him the toilet. I know. Look at what happens in Mark's toilet.
Oh, look, this I'm looking up in the shower. Okay, it's all going. It's coming. Operation. Okay, tell me when we can walk round.
Okay, guys. Try to stay.
No, I can't. I'm excited. Okay, is he? I don't know.
I love it. I love it. It's staying. This is staying. Come on in. Come on in. Sorry,
he likes it too much.
Did you want something? It's great.
I am so disappointed. I was really hoping for an angry profanity.
This is great.
That was the best laugh ever.
You know what's really funny? I was about to redecorate the place exactly like this.
Oh, see.
Are you a little uncomfortable by this, or
by what?
You like this?
Oh, you mean this
Yes.
decoration that you've had up for many months now?
Just showing people, giving people a glimpse into.
I see that you seem to keep refreshing the floor. How do you manage to not get these wrinkled?
Well, I try not to stand on your face. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know what?
The toilet is my favorite part.
Do you know what's weird?
What?
What's
weird about it?
No, I get disconcerted and disoriented when I get in here because this is exactly what Jensen's trailer looks like too.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
truly amazing. Is it weird for you though? Because when you look into a picture, do you get confused and think you're looking into a mirror, and yet your expression doesn't change?
Doesn't match. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what it? No.
Wow, that'll really cook your noodle.
It's fun.
This is really relaxing.
It is actually really calming.
Nice.
There's a lot of blue, which is very calming. I like that.
Yeah, this is definitely your color scheme.
This is my color scheme. I like that. This will be here for quite a while.
Good.
Yeah. And I thank you personally.
Yeah.
For the inspiration, if
and-
nothing else.
Yeah.
If I, don't say, is that your tea or my tea?
Who's this from?
That's mine. I think it's from England, but I'm some fan from England.
Great.
I'm excited.
Mark X. I like the X.
It's a kiss.
Oh, it's a kiss.
It's not an X. It's a kiss.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
Wait to see what happens to your trailer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.